Warning: it is important that prior to performing this or any other safety or service procedure on any third eye product, that the person performing the work has both read and firmly understands any associated documentation, including but not limited to manuals, instructions, and service bulletins. If there is anything that is unclear or that you don't understand, do not attempt to operate the vehicle or perform any of the service or maintenance tasks called out in this video. Quarantine the area, walk away from the vehicle, and contact your supervisor immediately for clarification. It is also important to ensure you are wearing the appropriate personal protective equipment, hereafter referred to as PPE, prior to beginning this or any other service or maintenance procedure. This video is provided for informational purposes only and is not intended to be a comprehensive guide in any fashion. This video is not a substitute for proper training, qualification, and experience. Third Eye makes no warranty, guarantee, or promise by virtue of this video or the information herein. Please see applicable Third Eye product warranty statements. Please consult your workplace safety policies and relevant operator and service manuals. This video is intended to inform experienced technician of generalized conditions that may occur on some units and to provide information that could assist in the proper servicing of a unit. It is solely up to each technician to ensure safety of the workplace and the work process. Always watch the video in its entirety before beginning any service operation. Hey, I'm Travis Wallen, Service Guru here at Third Eye in beautiful Fort Payne, Alabama. Thanks for joining me at the Service Shack. Today we're going to show you how to troubleshoot an external camera issue on your Third Eye Digital G1 and V4 systems. A damaged camera, especially your positive service verification camera, is critical to repair as soon as possible. So inspecting your external Third Eye cameras and cables is a crucial step that should be taken in your daily truck inspection. That is why it is also important to review your camera status in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report on a regular basis. Let's take a look at the Third Eye portal to help you quickly decipher what each message means. If you see a camera icon that's green, then it is online. If the camera icon is red, then it's down and needs to be repaired. If the camera icon is gray, the camera profile has the port turned off, and it will not work until the camera profile is changed to activate the specific camera port. Contact Third Eye Technical Support for further assistance. When referencing what camera you are viewing, the default camera port assignment guide is as follows. On V4 systems, the driver-facing camera is port 1, the forward-facing camera is port 2, the reverse or backup camera is port 3, the positive service verification camera is port 4, the contamination camera is port 5, and if you have a residential refuse collection vehicle, the property-facing camera will be port 6. If you do not have any of the mentioned cameras equipped, you can have a mix of hopper, blind spot, and or alley cameras used in one of these or the remaining ports. On G1 systems, the positive service verification camera is port 1, the contamination camera is port 2, the property camera is port 3, and the backup camera is port 4. If you do not have any of the mentioned cameras equipped, you can have a mix of hopper, blind spot, and or alley cameras used in one of these or the remaining ports. Please note that this is not a troubleshooting guide to troubleshoot a contamination camera failure. We have a great video on how to do this, and you should reference it if you detect an issue with your contamination camera. All status information displayed in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report is shown as of the last time your gateway connected and should not be used to confirm the proper operation of system components, unless the connectivity icon is green. If the connectivity icon is red, then please follow the proper troubleshooting protocol for gateway connectivity. It's also important to understand that the Third Eye portal needs to be manually refreshed in order to display the most recent status information. Now that you have an understanding of what each camera status means, let's cover the troubleshooting that you need to perform to get your Third Eye camera systems performing at an optimal level. Before beginning, ensure that you have the proper PPE necessary. At a minimum, we suggest eye protection, gloves, and safety shoes, but always follow your company's PPE guidelines. The first step is to perform a hard reboot. We have a great Service Shack episode that covers how to do this on a V4 or G1 system properly, and you should reference the appropriate version before proceeding with the next troubleshooting steps. If you have completed a hard reboot and your camera icon still shows red in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report or the Third Eye microsite, then follow these next steps. First, ensure that your chassis gear is in the neutral position, the parking brake is applied and holding, and the chassis key switch is turned to the off position. Then, exit the cab using 3 points of contact, turn your battery disconnect to the open or off position, and then perform a lockout tagout. Next, locate the affected camera and inspect it as well as the camera cable to ensure there is no visible damage. If the cable is severed or damage exists at the connection point, replace the damaged camera cable. This can be performed by tracing the camera cable's path from the camera mounting location into the cab where the camera cable connects to the designated gateway camera port. If the camera cable is visually intact, replace the missing or damaged camera with a new camera. Note, it's best to replace the camera with a matching part number. Failure to do so could result in a camera down fault. The camera part number can be found by checking the label located underneath it. If you're unsure of which camera to replace it with, contact Third Eye Technical Support at 866-804-2984. Once the damaged camera or cable has been replaced, remove the lockout tagout, start the unit, and allow the Third Eye camera system to fully boot up. Then recheck the affected camera icon in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report or Third Eye microsite. If the icon still shows as red, proceed to the next troubleshooting steps. First, you will need to locate the yellow Y-splitter and replace it with a new one. It usually can be found either at the gateway or at the monitor's connection point. Once you replace the yellow Y-splitter with the chassis gear in neutral and the parking brake applied and holding, turn the chassis key to the on position and allow the Third Eye gateway to fully boot up. If your camera icon still shows red in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report or the Third Eye microsite, then proceed to the final troubleshooting step. Locate the gateway and inspect the camera harness for any damage. Ensure that the connection pins are not bent and that there is no corrosion on the connector. Then ensure the camera harness is securely connected to the gateway. If any damage is found, replace and/or repair as necessary. Finally, with the chassis gear in neutral position and the parking brake applied and holding, turn the chassis key switch to the on position and allow the Third Eye gateway to fully boot up again. If your camera icon still shows as red in the Third Eye Vehicle Health Report or the Third Eye microsite, then you could have a damaged gateway that needs to be replaced. For further assistance, contact Third Eye Technical Support at 866-804-2984. That's it. Now you know how to troubleshoot the external cameras on your Third Eye Digital G1 and V4 systems. If you still have any questions, contact Third Eye Technical Support at 866-804-2984. We also offer a troubleshooting tree to help with troubleshooting issues you may run into in the future. Go to thirdeyecam.com, select support, and then select troubleshooting tree. Remember, we're here to help in any way we can. So be safe out there, and we'll see you next time here at the Service Shack.